Meantime, early voting has wrapped up in Michigan with more than 3 million people already turning in their ballots for the general election. And even more people showed up to Detroit's election office to request absentee ballots today. The Secretary of State already calling this election's turnout historic. But how long before we learn who will be the next leader of the United States? 7 News Detroit reporter Whitney Burney is hearing from voters and the Secretary of State about the timeline after the polls close.
We are just hours away from the polls officially opening, but Detroiters are already making their voices heard here at the city's elections department, casting those last-minute absentee ballots and making sure they're registered. In what's already being called a historic election.
It's an important election. So much is on the line, and we do what we need to do.
Detroit voters are sounding off at the polls.
I feel that everybody should vote, even if you don't think that your vote is going to make a difference.
Dozens showing up to the city's Department of Elections office Monday to register, drop off ballots, and request absentee ballots.
So much went into getting the vote. Why waste it? If you don't vote, you don't have a reason to say anything, because you didn't put your idea in there.
These voters now joining the 3.2 million Michiganders who have already made their voices heard. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson calling the early turnout record-breaking.
We can expect the first wave of unofficial results to begin being posted after 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. That's because we have 3 counties that are in Central Time, and we wait until all of the polls are closed across the state before releasing any numbers.
Benson says final unofficial results are anticipated for Wednesday midday, as pre-processing of ballots should expedite the tabulation process. But eyes will remain on Warren, Macomb County's largest city, where the clerk will not begin processing absentee ballots until Tuesday morning.
It's looking like anywhere between 22 and 25,000 ballots will be processed and run through the machines beginning tomorrow. So we'll keep tabs on that throughout the day to see how that's proceeding and if any others come in late.
Tuesday morning and again Tuesday night, we are expecting another update from Jocelyn Benson on where things stand. We are expecting to see some of those final unofficial results by Wednesday midday. Reporting here in the News Center area, Whitney Burney, 7 News Detroit.
All right, thank you, Whitney.